Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is another vlog. This is going to be a spring break vlog. It is around 6:40 in the morning and guess where I'm going? On somebody's plane. I'm heading over to Maryland and I'm going to be vlogging a little bit for you guys. It's so early. I'm trying to be as quiet as possible because there's people in the house. So y'all, the Uber is like ridiculously high this morning, but maybe it's because it's so early in the morning. I don't know. So I'm gonna try to wait maybe like 5 minutes, see if it comes down a little bit, but I will catch y'all at the airport. Guys, I made it into my hotel. We made it into our hotel. I'll give y'all a little backstory on that a little later. Y'all, this is perfect lighting. I love hotels that don't have us looking at the parking lot. You wanna know why? I'm a girl who loves natural lighting. I love to just look at outside. But more times than not, whenever we're in a hotel, despite like us asking for like something that's higher up and not facing the parking lot, we typically get the ones that's facing the parking lot, and you know, you have little to no privacy. So I typically don't like to have the windows open for that reason, which sucks because again, I love to look at the outside. I like to look at the sky, the trees, everything. And it's springtime here, so they did us a solid. I didn't ask them to, but we just so happen to luck out and get something like this, which is beautiful. So I'm very happy. Also the gentleman, I think he's the owner because I saw his name. It's like an independently owned like franchise or something like that. We're at the Sleep Inn Hotel in Columbia, Maryland, and it's about 20 minutes away from the airport. It's not really far away. And technically, I was told that check-in is at 3 o'clock. I came here like at 11:30. And I was told that it'll be like a $20 early check-in fee. I said, nah, that's fine, because you know, we're on a budget. So I was like, that's fine, I'll wait it out. Once like 1 o'clock hit, or a little after 1 o'clock, he called me up and he was like, okay, you know, just for future references, well, he let me check in 2 hours early. And he said, you know, I just don't like to see you just sitting there, you know. But he said, just so you know, for future references, if you book through a non-third party, because we booked through a third party Expedia. That's typically how I do all my bookings. But he said if you book directly through us, then you can check in as early as 12. So that was nice to know. So this is a non-smoking room. However, somebody was definitely smoking in here because it smells like it. Even on the outside, it shows like the cigarette, and then it has like the white cross out sign. So it's not supposed to be a smoking room. Although it smells like it, not their fault. More than likely, the person who left was probably charged for it, or should be. I think it's $200, so that's a hefty fine for some smoke. Anyways, I am just in. I want to get settled. Babe gets off of work at 3:30. So I'm gonna try to get settled. I really don't like the smell of the smoke. Hey, it smells bad, but they can only really do so much. Let me see if I could have that lady like spray something in here because I see her outside. I'll be right back, y'all. Yeah, so I really tried to withstand it, but it smells like smoke and it's like, it's reeking of it. So I'm gonna call the front desk to see if they could put us in another room because I see how this day is gonna go. So I made it in my hotel, as y'all saw. So I went to the front desk and just had him change me to another room. The setup is still the same. It's just instead of the bed being in the front, it's like on this side. The view isn't as best as the other one. The other one, I really liked it. This one, I got a view of the road, but cars are passing by so fast. I'll feel okay opening up the windows. It looked like it's gonna rain actually. But anyways, this is day one. This is for my spring break, up here to see the babes. And I'm hungry. It's after 3, so he got off. I think he's just gonna stop by his brother's place, pick up some things of mine, and then swing back this way. And then we're gonna go to get some suya. If you know, you know. But I'm very excited. I'm so happy to be here. Today starts my spring break. I'm not spending the whole 7 days here. I'm gonna just spend 3 or 4 days here, and then I'm gonna head back, and then I'm gonna chill out with my sister. And yeah, I'm gonna make do. I brought my laptop though because I start training for a job that I have. Ooh, this is loose. I start training for a job that I have. Wow, this is really loose. It was so loose it came out. I start my training for a job that I have. And I wanted to study. I don't know if I told y'all, but I've been studying Spanish for a few months now. I actually started about 3 years ago, 2022. I started and then I had to stop for a minute. But I brought my, I'm sorry, y'all. I brought my studying tools and all the papers and stuff for the Spanish. So while I'm up here in my spare time, I'm gonna be studying that. I was able to use it a little bit on one of the housekeeping ladies because the room smelled like smoke. So I said something like, and for those of y'all who Spanish, like, don't kill me, but I'm trying. I said, huele a humo de cigarro en el cuarto. Sí. That's what I said. So that really means like it smells like cigarette in the room. And because I noticed that she didn't speak any English, so I was like, ¿hablo español? She was like, sí. I was like, yo hablo un poco de español, pero intentares, sí. So I said that. So I'm learning, aprendiendo, sí, claro. But I'm learning, I'm getting better. I want to be fluent. I want to be able to, communicate with people. Because, like I said, while I know it's not mandatory to speak Spanish, I do realize and recognize that there's a lot of Hispanics here, right? There's a lot of Latinos. So I want to be able to help people out, just not the entitled ones. That's usually when I get very matter-of-factish and technical. I'm okay with, speaking the language and everything, to be honest, especially if I could see that they're trying, but they just don't know. Because listen, not everybody that come here is going to know off the bat. My issue, I take issue with the ones that are like, you have to speak Spanish. That's when I'm gonna have to tell you about yourself with a smile on my face. But, it's just about the energy. But if that's not going on and they legitimately, like they don't know and they're not really like entitled with it, then for sure, I'll help you. I want to know, anybody can learn Spanish. Anybody can learn German. Anybody can learn Hindu. Anybody can learn, the list goes on, Japanese, etc., etc. It's not a secret language to where only one group of people know. So for those of y'all who may think, Oh, she black? She speaking Spanish? I was watching this dude on TikTok. That's such a side note. You know, just realize that anybody can learn Spanish, okay? Even a gringa like me can learn Spanish. If you put your mind to it, you can learn it. Anyways, let me get this back on. But yeah, so far so good. I don't know what it is though, but so far, like I come up here to Maryland quite often, right? And I find it very normal for me to have some type of issue with the hotels. Now, with the exception of one hotel we paid dirt cheap and we got exactly what we paid for. It was roach infested. So that was a bad thing. However, the other hotels haven't been better. Like when we're spending $100 a night, I know I don't need to tell y'all, how much it is, but I don't care. I don't care about telling y'all. $100 a night is expensive for a hotel, right? But if you want a good, or at minimum a decent hotel, $100 a night is what you're gonna get. We've had hotels, as God is my witness, we've had hotels that we spent right around that amount, right? If not a little bit more. Either the room looked very bad, like the carpet smelled like, okay? Or it was also roaches in there. That has happened before, even spending that amount. Or it smelled like smoke, like what happened today. We were put in a non-smoking room and they could have fooled me because it literally reeked of cigarette smoke. I tried everything. Like I tried to fan it out. The windows don't open, so I couldn't ventilate the room. There's no vents in here. So I had to tell them, hey, can we move? It smells like smoke. So I don't know. It happens too often for me here in Maryland. I don't know if it's the area that I'm in, but it's always something with these hotels. Like, and I always leave the other hotel out because it was cheap. That hotel was around $70 something, and it was roach infested. And I would never ever advise going there. It was the Microtil Hotel or whatever, close by the airport. It sucked, and I would never recommend anybody go to that establishment. And they knew that it was roach infested. And when I went back on the reviews, it said it was roach infested. But had I read that and took that into consideration, I wouldn't have went there. But anyway, you live and you learn. I say that to say the hotels here is hit or miss. Like you got to spend $100 minimum, and even still check the reviews, because we spent $100 for this and it's just basic. There's a lot of wear and tear. The room needs updating, but it's not bad and it's not roach infested. So it was just the scent of cigarettes. So I don't know, Maryland, do better. At least the Maryland close by the airport. Shit. But no, we've had the pleasure of booking not one, but two hotels that we also paid around $100. That was really good. I mean, we would stay there again. And that's Holiday Inn in the Jessup area, Holiday Inn. And the other one was Comfort Suites. Those, beautiful. The only reason why I didn't, because I'm in charge of booking the hotels. The only reason why I didn't book it this time was because it was a little bit too out of our budget this time around. I don't know what's going on around here, but it was mad expensive than usual. So that's why I didn't do it. But other than that, I'm gonna plan accordingly next time. And when we come here, we're going to either one of those hotels. We're not gonna be testing out new hotels and then being inconvenienced once we get there, because that's what seems to happen. So yeah. How y'all like my hair? I did this myself. I did my hair myself. Not perfect, but it's imperfect, and that's how I like it. It's beautiful. I love this. I wanted something like kind of like I bought Marley hair then. Let me stop. Yeah, I wanted to give some type of oomph, some type of roughness, you know. So, but yeah, what time is it? I can't even see the time because I got this video running. But anyways, I did my edges. I still got this bump. Oh my God. I did my edges. I don't know, should I have my hair down when we go out? Or should I like maybe have it like this? And then, I don't know, put it up like this? Y'all, let me unwind. I don't have anything here. There's nothing in the refrigerator, nothing here to eat. But I am still full. My flight took off around 8:25 a.m. We got here around 10:30. Got to the hotel at 11:30 a.m. Didn't get in the hotel, didn't get in my room until 1:20 because I would have had to pay an early check-in fee, and I wasn't about to do that. But he still did me a solid. I was supposed to check in at 3. He allowed me to check in at 1. So I can't be too mad at that. Anyways, let me unwind and I will check y'all later. Okay. He's here. I keep dancing. What's wrong with you?
Turn right on Washington.
But don't got time to wager your heart. I'm trying to switch up your cadence. Bug flies and vacations. Tequila and relations. Kissing on new places. Oh,